All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would love to give all praises and honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh being the name of God, and Yahweh Shai being the name of Jesus Christ. Right, I want to touch on patience today. The title I labeled this lesson, the art of patience, because it's truly important to have patience in this truth, and you need patience to endure in this truth, to overcome, to get salvation. You need patience. And our Lord Yahweh Shai, he talked about patience. Our forefathers, you know, quite often talked about patience. And you need patience to make it. You need patience in life in general. You need patience with yourself. You need patience with others around you. You need patience on waiting for the Lord. So I'm gonna kind of touch on patience and through the Spirit. So I got the definition. I got the definition pulled up. Well, this is what Google say, right? It says patience, the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or upset. And that's right, man. Because you gotta accept or tolerate delay in this truth. You gotta accept delays. You gotta accept trouble. You gotta accept suffering without getting angry or upset. You know, patience is going to being just waiting. You gotta accept delay because the Lord talked about he delayed his coming. You know, and you need the patience to endure trouble, right? You got to accept it. It says you got to have the capacity to accept or tolerate delay. You got to accept the delays that come with this truth, man. On the Most High delivering you from certain situations, because some people they want to be delivered when they want to be delivered, not when the Lord is supposed to deliver them. People think that the Most High works on their timing, and that's not how this thing works, man. You on the Lord's timing, and you get delivered when the Lord say you get delivered, and you got to understand that. And you got to accept that. That's what comes with this truth, man. Accepting that the Lord, when He want to deliver you, that's when you gonna get delivered, not when you want to get delivered, man. You got to accept delays. You got to accept that. And that's for some people, it's just not for them to accept. Some people just can't accept delays. Some people can't accept troubles or suffering without getting angry or upset. Some people just get upset and just get angry. Some people set a time mark on how long they're gonna wait for the Lord to come back, and after that certain time go by, if the Lord didn't come in that time, they're gonna be done waiting. Some people say it's 2025 right now. I'm waiting to 2026. June 2026. The Lord not back yet. I'm done with this thing. So you're not gonna make it, man. If you're setting up a time stamp on the Lord and you're not gonna make it, you might as well just go back into the world, right? So you need this patience. You need necessary patience. But let's touch on the first precept here. Let's touch on the first precept here. What I have about? Let's get Luke 21. I wrote a couple of precepts down. I'm gonna touch on them. Luke 21 and verse number 19. It says, "In your patience possess ye your souls." Right. So in your patience, man, and your long suffering, and you accepting delays and troubles, that's what's gonna possess your soul. You understand? So you gotta be patient in this thing, man. If you're not patient, man, you're not gonna make it. You have to wait, man. You have to wait for the Lord's deliverance, man. You gotta wait. Let's go into this word patience. I pulled it up. If it don't pull up right here, then I'll just pull it up on the other. Okay, it pulled up. All right. This is the word patience in the blue letter. It says steadfastness, consistency, endurance. You see this? It says in the New Testament, the characteristics of a man who has not swerved from his deliberate purpose and his loyalty to faith and piety by even the greatest trials and sufferings. So you can't be knocked off your purpose, man. Don't let anything knock you off your purpose. You got to be steadfast and you got to be consistent and you got to endure. It says patiently, steadfastly, a patient, steadfast, waiting for, a patient, enduring, right? So you got to be patient and enduring, man. These are the things, these are the characteristics that you got to have in this truth, man. And one of them is going into the having patience. Because this society teach you not to have patience. It teach you to be hasteful. Our forefathers wasn't like that, man. Our forefathers was patient, and and being patient, you could see results in being patient. The Lord said, let me get this precept. I'll put this up real quick. It's in the book of Sirach, I believe. It's Sirach 20. Let's pull this up. Pull this up. Sirach 20 and 30. 16:11. And that kind of moving slow, Slovakia. Might have to end up reading on my phone or something. Don't pull up. All right, here we go. See, you got to be patient with this damn internet. You see that? Sorry, 20 and 32. Sorry, 20 and 32. It says, necessary patience in seeking the Most High is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide. So having that necessary patience in seeking the Most High is good, man. It's necessary to have that patience in seeking the Most High. Then living your life without a guide. Then not even seeking the Most High. You know, it's okay to take time and be patient with yourself, man. Be patient with yourself, man. Don't be too hard on yourself, man. If you be too hard on yourself, you're gonna cause your own self to fall, man. Don't cause your own self to fall because you're not trying to be patient. You gotta be patient, man. You gotta understand that you're gonna fall, you're gonna slip, you know. You gotta understand these things and you gotta accept it and you gotta just endure, man. You gotta get back up and continue to get back in that battle. But like I was touching on the world and how the world is not patient at all in anything they do. This society have taught our people and everyone that's around us to be patient. But we got to come back to the scriptures and be patient in all things. Like in your growth in this truth, you got to be patient. You know, all good things takes patience. No business that was ever built or created was just popped up just like that, man. These things took investment and time, and people waited years and years before they actually seen results. Even like in the going to the gym, you got to have patience to see the results of your labor, right? You're not going to go to the gym and do 5 push-ups, do 20 push-ups, and now you look in the mirror trying to figure out where your muscles at. That's not how it works. You can't be that person. You do damn 20 push-ups, and now you look in the mirror trying to see something, man. That's not how it works. And if you're that person, that you're not going to grow. Every good thing takes time, you know. And most importantly, we're waiting on the kingdom of heaven. And this is why it's taking so long, man. Because when we finally get it, it will be perfect, man. The labor that you laboring in this truth, you laboring, seeking the Most High, necessarily patient, you know, the reward behind it is going to be something that you can never imagine. But this is the definition of instant gratification, because this is what everybody in this world is pretty much like. It says instant gratification is the desire for immediate satisfaction or pleasure without delay, often leading to impulsive behaviors and short-term rewards at the expense of a long-term benefits. So that's it, man. Instant gratification is the desire for immediate satisfaction. So people want to be instantly pleased. They want things just like that. I want it now. I want it now. Give me it now. We can't be that way. We got to have patience. you know. But in due time, you're gonna see your rewards, man. In due time, you will see the fruit of your labors, you know. But you got to be patient to wait and to see it. Let's get to the book of let's go to the book of Romans. Let's go to the book of Romans. Stay in this tab. The book of Romans. 5:3, it says, and it says, not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope. And you see that? And you got to understand that tribulations, when you're going through stuff, pain and breaking things down, it worketh patience, man. Them tribulations that you're going through is working your patience. It's making you, now you can endure more things now. Right now, you know how to suffer a better now, man. You know, now you know how to really endure this thing. So you glory in tribulation. You glory when bad things essentially is happening to you, man. We got to glory in it, man. You got to love it, man. Because at the end of the day, the Most High is making you stronger. Don't look at tribulation and say, you know, hate this. You got to glory in it, man. You know, you got to glory in it, man. Because at the end of the day, the Most High is making you stronger and stronger. And that's what he said in the book of Sirach. Let's get that in the book of Sirach. Because essentially, you know, man is just man. Man just, you know, want to be pleased. But the Most High, he don't see as man seeth. You know? What is this precept? God. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 2, and verse number 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So, whenever you go, so the Most High, what he's doing is that tribulation, he's putting you through that furnace of adversity. And when you put gold through the furnace, you're pretty much trying to get rid of all the, you know, the dirt that's on the gold, and you're trying it, you know, and you're trying to make that gold perfect. And that's how people that deal with gold, that's how they make the gold perfect and make it come out as fine gold. They put it through that fire, you know. And that tribulation, that's the Most High putting you through that fire so you can come out as perfect gold. Now imagine the gold, let's just hypothetically speaking, imagine the gold says, it's too hot, I don't want to do it no more. Then he would never know how it feels to be that perfect fine gold, man. Imagine the gold in the furnace, he said, I'm done with this, I'm going back. He says, I'm done with this, I can't do it anymore. Well, he's never going to find out how it feels to be that perfect gold. So you have to go through the fire. You can't go any other way. You have to take this narrow and that straight path into the kingdom of heaven. You got to take this narrow path. So you must go through that. You must go through that fire. And you got to have patience through it, man. Because if you don't have patience through it, then you're going to quit. And you're going to give up. And you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be the person that quits. Because this is going to happen to you. Let me get this precept real quick. In the book of Luke. Read the 14th chapter. 14. God, this book of Luke 14 and 28, it says, for which of you intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and count the cost, whether he have significance to finish it, lest happily, after you have laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. And you don't want to be that person that's starting in this thing, you coming into the truth, and you start building, and you don't finish it. You know, you gotta finish. You can't quit, man. We're not quitters, man. The Most High didn't make Israelites to quit. You know, why are you gonna quit now? Don't quit, right? This is the book of Romans. Let's go to Romans. Eight and 25. Let's start at 24. 8 and 24. Romans 8 and 24. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, what doth he yet hope for? But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. What are the things that we hoping in? A new body, a spiritual body, right? A true honor, being joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, being delivered out of captivity, seeing the salvation of your people, right? Seeing the downfall of your enemies, seeing the downfall of America. But guess what? The Most High said, we gotta be patient, and you gotta wait for it. Cause we hoping in something that we can't see, man. And it's also going to having faith. Cause if you don't have faith, see, everything tie in together. That's how the scriptures work. They all tie in together. Cause if you don't have faith, then you're not gonna believe the things that essentially that's in the Bible. You're not gonna believe that America will be destroyed. Cause you can't see afar off. You got to be able to see afar off and be able to be patient in it, man, and wait for it. You know, and the Most High got rewards for people that wait. Let's get the classic Romans 15:4. You gotta be willing to wait. It could be, we could be in this thing for 20 more years, man. We could be literally in America for 20 more years, man. 15 more years of laboring. 30 more years, man. Who knows? No one knows but the Lord. But you gotta be willing to wait. And these are the things that we read in the book of Luke. You gotta count the cost. That I could literally be waiting on the Lord until I grow gray hairs, man. You gotta count that, man. You gotta count the cost in this thing. You'll be waiting 30 more years, man. You thought you did something. Hey, Lord got 15 more years. You might have 15 more years in this thing. Right? So this is the book of Romans 15:4. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience, right? There we hear that word patience again, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. You see that? So, you have to have patience. You got to have patience, man. Because what does verse number 5 say? Now the God of patience, because Yahweh, he's patient. He's very long suffering, right? He's very pitiful. So we have to be patient. Even with your brother, man. You got to be patient with your brother or your sister. These are the things that you must have, man. You have to have patience. Because imagine what is a good ruler that don't have patience? As soon as something bad happens, he just rages. As soon as something don't go his way, he just throwing his hands up, having a damn fit. It's not a good judge. A good judge, he's very patient. He's patient with the people. Look at what the Lord said in the book of Hebrews. Hebrews 10:36. Let me pull all the way up. Hebrews 10:36. For you have need of patience, that shall after you have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise. That's a beautiful scripture right there. The Lord said you have need of patience. You need patience in this thing. You're gonna have to be patient. Let's go to the book of James. Hey, these are beautiful scriptures, man. This is what keeps you enduring. Is remembering the precepts. Let's go to James 1:3. It says, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. So when the Most High try your faith, it works your patience. And we read the definition of patience. Oh, I read this. Look at this. I looked this up. The art of patience meaning. It says the ability to stay calm. Patience is the ability to stay calm and composed in the face of the, so like if I butcher that word, in the face of delays, difficulties, and frustrations. It involves accepting that some things take time, exercising self-control, the fruits of the spirit, and maintaining a positive outlook. Hey, this is hard right here, man. The ability to stay calm and composed in the face of delays, difficulties, and or frustrations. Because sometimes when you in this truth, difficulties happen, man. You might lose your job. You might be frustrated. You might face delays, right? So this is what the word patience means. So what did the Most High say again? Let's make it make sense. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. So the trying of your faith, it worketh you to be able to delay to accept delays, difficulties. You could deal with frustrations better now. Now you can stay calm, you know. Cause I speak as a man. When I first was coming into the truth, it was harder to stay calm in certain situations. You know, it was hard to stay calm in difficulties or frustrations. I mean, and that means that more demons can hop on you, and that's something that we don't want. Continuing on verse number 4. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfected and enter. Slack it. What is that? I gotta see what that says in the KJV. Let me see real quick. This is James 1. Okay, yeah, because it's a little different. It says, "But let your patience have perfect work, that you may be perfect and an entire." Slack it. Entire, wanting nothing. You see that? So let patience have her perfect work. So patience is a beautiful thing to have. James 5:7. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Because Yahweh Shai, when you read the gospel, Yahweh Shai, he's like a good man, or the Lord. I forgot what they referred to. I forgot how it was actually quoted. So I'm roughly paraphrasing. But Yahweh Shai, he took a journey. That's what Yahweh Shai is essentially like. He's like the good man that took a journey. He gave his Let me get the precept right quick. Let me get this book of Mark. All right, this is the book of Mark 13 and 34. It says, "For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and command the potter to watch. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at evening, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. What I say unto you, I say unto all, watch." And how you gonna notice if you lose patience? Hey, the word of the Lord said in the book of let me get this precept. Hey, look what the Most High said, man. So if you don't want to listen to me, listen to what the Lord said. It's even worse. What is that? Kind of right here. This is the book of Sirach 2 and 14. It says, "Woe unto you that have lost patience." Let's see if we can put this word up. Woe. See if they give us something. Oh, con. It says, woe. It says, great sorrow or distress. Right? Things that cause sorrow or distress, troubles, misery, wretchedness, sadness, heartbreak, heartache, unhappiness. So what did the Lord say? He said, where is it? Verse number 14. Woe unto you to have lost patience. And what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? What are you going to do when the Lord? It's time to look from the time for the Most High. It's finally time for the second coming of the Lord. He comes back, and you gave up, and you didn't have patience. What are you going to do? What are you going to say? So it's important to have patience, man. It's very important. It's life or death. Hey, patience is life or death. And that's why the Lord says it's necessary patience to seek the Most High is better than he that leave his life without a guide. Yeah, that's beautiful. Go to the book of Jeremiah 29 and verse number 11. This is Jeremiah 29 and 11. It says, "For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Most High, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." And that's something the Lord not up there just thinking evil. He's not just thinking how he gonna destroy you, how he gonna destroy man for his mistakes. Lord not thinking that way, man. He not just thinking. He not up there with his hands crossed. This nigga going off. This nigga, I'm gonna kill this nigga. I'm gonna destroy him. Lord not doing that, man. He got thoughts of peace towards you, man. He got thoughts of how he gonna give you the kingdom. And the Lord said, he said, "Fear not, little flock. It is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom of heaven." So the Lord want to give you the kingdom of heaven, but you got to prove yourself, man. You got to prove yourself worthy to get the kingdom, though, man. But he want to give you the kingdom. You got to be faithful unto him, and he gonna give you the world, man. Let me get this right quick. Let me get this in the book of Matthew. This is Matthew 25 and 23. It says, oh, it's not the precept I wanted. I think it's in the book of Luke. This Luke 12 and verse number 32. It says, "Fear not, little flock, for it is your good Father's pleasure to give you the kingdom." Right? So the Most High want to give you the kingdom. Right? The Lord He wants you to get the kingdom. You just gotta follow His rules. Be patient in this thing. You know, don't be this person that want instant gratification, desire immediate satisfaction or pleasure without delay. You pray for something, you expecting something to fall out the sky. You pray for a new job and you expecting the come on, man. You gotta be patient, man. You gotta wait for it. You pray for something, don't always and the most he could give it to you now. He could give you that job in damn 5 months. The Lord can answer your prayer right now when you pray, or guess what? He can make you wait for it, man. So you gotta have patience, man. Imagine that, man. You pray for something, then it might take years, man, for your prayers to be heard. You might be asking the Most High for a woman. Let's just say you asking the Lord for a woman. It might take years before the Most High give you a woman. You might be asking the Most High for a better financial situation. It might take years before the Lord give you that better financial situation, man. Or it could take tomorrow. It could take 30 seconds from your prayer. You never know, man. But you have to have patience, and you can't be the person that's that want instant gratification, that want to be instantly pleased. That's the heathen, man. The heathen is that way. We're not so, man. Israel's not so. Even our people is like, we're more like, we love husbandry. Our people is known for being husbandry people. People like, dealing with flowers and, the grass and the field. When you deal with that stuff, you have to be patient. You can't go ahead and plant some seeds and then you go outside tomorrow and you looking for something to sprout. It takes patience. Everything takes patience. Every good thing takes patience, man. Let me get one more and I'm gonna close up. Let's get the book of Psalms. And Lord willing, this is edifying, man. Whoever watch it, man. Lord willing, this is edifying and it's comforting, man. That you also got to be patient with yourself, man. Just be patient with yourself. But don't ever lose yourself, man. Don't ever lose yourself. This is Psalm 37 and verse number 7. "Rest in the Most High and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. So the Lord said you got to rest in the Most High and wait patiently for Him, man. And you got to wait for the Most High deliverance. You know, you always got to wait for the Most High deliverance, because guess what? More precept. This Sirach 2 and 10. Look at the generation of old and see, did ever any trust in the Most High and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? So remember that, man, on your walk and your journey in this thing. Remember that you gotta look at the generation of old, man, and see did ever any trust in the Most High was confounded? Was any of our forefathers patient and the Most High didn't come through for them, man? Was Job and his patience? The Lord came through for him at the end. He got blessed double fold, man. Daniel in the lion's den. He was patient. He waited on the Most High, man. He didn't try to kill those lions by himself. He didn't try to do his own thing, and he was delivered. You know, hey, Jeremiah thrown in the dungeon, man, in the dark. He didn't try to do his own thing. He waited on Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and he was delivered. So look at the generation of the old and consider and think about these things, man. Think about them. Can I do this? You know. Do you see yourself in that, man? Do you see yourself in that situation, and would you be able to wait and be patient and wait on the Most High, man? Just imagine yourself in a dungeon. It's dark. It's probably damn, it's muddy. It's you can't see anything. Could you sit there and wait on the Most High, man? Know that Yahweh B'Hashem Shai will deliver you, man. That's the type of faith that we all gotta slack it. That's the faith we all gotta try to work towards, and we should try to obtain in these last days, man. We should be trying to obtain that type of faith that our forefathers had, and that type of patience. Again, the lesson on to the art of patience. I'm gonna read this one more time, and I'm gonna close up. The ability to stay calm. Patience is the ability to stay calm and composed in the face of delays, difficulties, or frustrations. It involves accepting that some things take time. Read that again. It involves accepting that some things take time. The kingdom of heaven, everlasting life, peace, land, everything you ever wanted. Exercising self-control and maintaining a positive outlook. So you got to think positive about it. Anything you ever gone through, you gotta have a positive outlook. You can't have an what is it? What is it? Optimistic is like more positive. I forgot what the other one is. But you can't have just a negative mindset, a negative outlook. You always think negative about something. Damn, I'm never gonna do. You can't think that way. You gotta have a positive outlook. Right? So this is the art of patience. Lord willing, this is edifying, exhorting, and comforting. And shalom to the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad. Shalom.